Okay, this is a video to take up the warm-up from Tuesday, January the 8th. So we'll start on the sort page. And just a reminder that what you have here on the left-hand side is supposed to be not sorted, and what you have on the right-hand side here is what you should end up with. So it's just a bit of a check. So this question, I believe, was to sort the data by color. So I'm going to pick that data range and go to data, sort. My data has headers, so it's going to use the first row as headers. So I see color, and I'm going to sort by color A to Z. And I think that should correspond exactly to what's on the right-hand side. Okay, so I'll stop and ask any questions. Okay, we're back. That was quick. Well, you really don't know it was quick, but it was quick. There are no questions. So we're going to go on to sort 2. This time, I actually have this selected already. That's good. So I want to sort the data by t-shirt size, and then I want to follow it by color. So with that selected, I'm going to go sort. I want to go t-shirt size, Z to A, and then I think I want to add a level of sorting to break the ties, color A to Z. So if I just scroll over here, I think that's what I can't. I think that's what I wanted. So there we go. And there we go. So 220B and 220A and 135 should be my first 3 records. It looks good. So I think we're good to go. I'm going to stop and take any questions. Okay, so we're back. We're going to jump into sort 3. Now this is still selected, which is nice. We want to sort by homeroom, followed by last name and t-shirt size. So I'm probably going to need some help here to remember. So we're going to go smallest to largest on t-shirt size. No, homeroom. Smallest to largest. Then we're going to add, oh, somebody help me here. Last name A to Z. Z to A, and followed by A to Z. Okay. So I think 105 in Aaron is at the top, and then White and McDonald. So I think we're good. Okay, so I'm going to pause and take any questions. Okay, so on to the first filter question. We want to filter the data so that only orders from homeroom 110 are showing. By the way, the results of your filter should look like filter. I guess I got to change that. So with that selected, I'm going to choose filtering to turn on. And now I want to go room 110. So I'm going to click on homeroom and deselect, select all, and I want 110. So I have 4, and there we go. So I'll pause, take any questions. Okay, filter 2. Let's filter the data so that only orders from large yellow t-shirts are showing. Okay, large yellow. So I'm going to turn filter. I want large. And then I want color. There's 3. By the way, I'm going to take all the filters off. It does not matter about the ordering. Yellow first, followed by large. The order of filtering does not matter. Right, so I'll pause and take any questions. Okay, we're back. Filter 3, filter the data so that only orders for red shirts that cost more than 10. So red, more than 10 from 110. Ooh, this is a beautiful question. Lots going on here. You'll have to remind me. Okay, so we want red. We want red. And we want what classroom? 110? 110. And then anything that's more than $10. So number filter, I want it to be greater than or equal to or more than 10? More than 10. So it's got to be greater than $10. I think that's what we got. Yeah, so I'll put it on, I'll pause it here and take any questions. Okay, so we have some questions to answer. This here is just clean data in case we run into a problem. How many red t-shirts were ordered? So we're going to go over to subtotal Q1. And the key here is I have to sort by red, by color. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to sort by color. And now I kind of have these groupings. So if I go to subtotal, at each change in the color, which means it's going to make a group for every color, I'm going to do a count, and I'm going to do a count on the color column. So my answer would be 10. So I guess technically I could go back here and type in 10. Okay, so I'm going to pause, take any questions. All right, so that's subtotal or question number 1. We'll go to question number 2. What was the total of the order from room 105? So I want to sort by 105. So I'm going to sort by home room number. And now I want a subtotal. And I want to group at each change in the home room. I want to sum up the cost. $71 is my answer. That should be 71. I'll answer any questions. Okay, what was the maximum payment for students in homeroom 105? So I'm going to go here, pick, I want to sort by homeroom. I think it just kept it from last time. I want a subtotal. At each change in the homeroom, I want to find the maximum cost, I think. Okay, so the maximum cost for room 105 is $15. Okay, I'll pause. How many medium shirts were ordered by the school in total? So I'm going to go to subtotal 4. I'm going to pick. I'm going to subtotal. Medium shirts, right? So I am sorted already. I'm sorted already, I think. I'm already sorted, so I'm good. So I'm going to go by changes in the t-shirt size, and I am going to do sum of the cost. It wasn't how many shirts, it was the total cost, right? Oh, how many shirts? Okay, so I got to go to count of, there's going to be a cost for every shirt, so there'll be no blanks here, and I'm going to hit okay. Okay, and what size do we want? Medium, so there's my answer right there, was 10. Good. So we're going to go back, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to put in 10, and I'll pause. All right, yellow medium. So we're going to go over to subtotal 5. Yellow medium. So we need to sort by yellow, and then by the color, and then the size. And by the way, it does not matter what order you do that. So I'm assuming because you saw color, you did that first, and then size was next. But just to let you know, it doesn't matter. You can group or sort by size, then by color. So here's all my sizes within my t-shirts, the large t-shirt size, then they are ordered by the color. And then I'm going to go to subtotal. And the first thing I'm going to do is at any change in the t-shirt size, I'm going to do it's count, right, that we want? To do a count of the t-shirt size. And then when I go back and I subtotal again, you want to subtotal now within each t-shirt size group. I want to subtotal by color. And you want to count on the color. This is the only thing you need to make sure of. If you have to deselect this. Because if you don't, then it's just going to think that you want to redo the subtotaling in a different way. So if you take that off, now it's going to subtotal within your subtotals. That's the only change. And by the way, that I believe is not on the Moss test where you're doing like a subtotal of the subtotals, or you're doing a grouping within the grouping. So what do we want? Yellow small, yellow medium. So there's 10 medium, of which 2 of them are blue, 4 of them are red, and 4 of them are yellow. So if I go back here, I think my answer should be 4, right? Who did the work to determine the answers to this question? Well, I mean, we did a lot of work, but my idea here is that you actually didn't do all the calculations. You actually created you did it. So the spreadsheet did a lot of the searching. You just kind of come up with told it how to do it. So I'm going to pause this and take any questions.